Hey, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. It is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot and Astrology Insights, and we are going to do the Twin Flame Astrology Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week ahead. We're going to talk about the astrology first, how this is going to be affecting the counterparts. Then we are going to go deeper in the energies with some oracle and some tarot messages. So please feel free to subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, and share the video, especially if the message is resonating. And so we are now in the post shadow energies of Mercury stationing direct. It went direct yesterday, shortly after the full moon in Gemini. So you might be feeling like you've got a little bit of a full moon hangover. This was the last full moon of 2024. And so there was a huge release of whatever we can't bring with us into the next cycle of this journey. And so we're kind of in a lull. We're only going to be dealing with moon transits during the first half of the week. We're kind of in this energy of rest, recuperation, and redirection as we prepare for the energies midweek. We're going to have the Sun square Neptune midweek. We're going to have Lilith in an opposition to Chiron midweek. And so there is this energy of a 0 point. I was clearly shown a 0 point with both of these transits. It was a big energy of justice with the Death card. There's some type of an illumination coming through for the Divine Feminine with the Sun and the Empress. I was shown the Star and the Hermit, the Ace of Wands and the Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Four of Cups in my third eye in my channeling. And I was shown the feminine on the rise. And so it's a big energy playing out on Wednesday. I feel it's a big deal. I feel it's a big day. So you're going to want to stay focused. You're going to want to keep your energy in check leading into the middle of the week. On Thursday, we're going to have Venus in a trine to Jupiter. This is it. This is the apex, guys. This was the High Priestess with the Wheel of Fortune coming through, the Empress with the Page of Wands, and I was shown the Three of Wands to the Four of Wands. And so taking action towards these unions, taking action towards creating stability, creating harmony. I was shown the Temperance with the King of Cups energy. And so we're healing. We are healing this week. And then we are going to have the winter solstice on the weekend. We are going to have the darkest, shortest day of the year on Saturday, December the 21st. And so happy birthday, my Cappies out there. Happy birthday, Capricorn. This was a huge energy of a karmic reset. I was shown the Emperor. I was shown the World with the Page of Cups and the Hermit and the World card. So what does this mean for the twins for the week ahead? Let's face it, sensitivity is heightened without a doubt. There have been stressful challenges, stressful situations coming up for the counterparts, both on a personal, egoic level and on an emotional level. And so we don't want to become easily overwhelmed because we're kind of clearing the fog, we're clearing the confusion this week. And so how can you seek solace? I think that's a big message. Seek that solace. There's no more escaping through indulgent behaviors because that will definitely alter the process going on here. And so indulging in anything unhealthy this week is not going to help you at all whatsoever. And so really hone in on your spiritual practices this week. Really use spiritual practices like meditation, positive visualization. All of this is going to be helpful leading into midweek with that square because that is going to create almost like an escapism tendency. So don't play into indulging. Don't play into indulging in mind-altering substances either, because that is going to create all kinds of blurred lines, all kinds of confusion. And so meditation, visualization, that's really going to be helpful this week in the energies, because we don't want to confuse the boundaries that we have created, right? And so positive thinking is what is needed this week, because I do feel there are still a lot of people in the collective playing into self-delusion. And so right now we are on a deep spiritual quest. Introspection, inspiration, creativity were all energies and words that came through in my channeling. And so where can you take a step back this week, Take a step back from the hustle and the bustle. I know that's my intention leading into the holidays. I do want to mention I will be closed for booking clients and mentorship sessions starting December 19th, and I will be off until January the 5th. And so for any mentorship sessions, readings, coachings, or healings, I'm off limits until Monday, January the 6th. So keep that in mind. I've only got a couple of spaces left this week to get in before the holidays. But this is a huge energy of taking a step back from the hustle and the bustle, really reflecting on the journey thus far, right? There's a lot of reflection, I feel, in the energies going on this week. And so I think the energies are a strong reminder to the Twin Flame Collective of the importance of maintaining balance and maintaining harmony in our life. And that is what we are asked of this week. And so take a step back. There's a very powerful combination of energies playing out this week that we got to get to a point where we are seeking that middle ground. We've got to find a way to integrate all of these different energies, all of these different aspects playing out when it comes to ourself and this twin flame journey, this twin flame situation. And so there really is a need this week for deeper introspection and deeper self-reflection. And so this is a time to practice discerning. So do your best when it comes to discerning your intuition and your instincts, because they are trying to show us the way. They're trying to lead us out of this confusion and this delusion. And so I do feel there is still a lot of pent-up anger, a lot of pent-up rage when it comes to this unhealed connection. And this pent-up anger and rage, I feel, is connected to the Divine Masculine Collective when it comes to repressing these wounds, repressing their emotions, repressing their feelings. And so anger and rage is just a clear indication of unprocessed grief. And so the guides really want me to emphasize the deep significance of the twins. The twins both guide each other. We both guide each other, not only through our own process, our own individual growth and personal growth, but we are also here to guide the collective within their spiritual growth within relationships too. And so I feel the energy really is highlighting the importance of duality and balance this week. And so the energy really is stressing the need for cooperation, the need to achieve harmony in these relationship cycles. And so the energy, I feel, is showing a clear indication of an upcoming union or reunion of the twin flames. If you're in twin flame separation, this should signify a message of hope for you. And I want to remind you, twin flames are here to stay true to themselves. We're here to be authentic. We're here to embrace the changes that we are experiencing. And so we are on the path towards finding that union, is what it feels like. And we're already inching closer to that reunion, that union energy. And so remember, we have to stay open. We have to stay open to receiving. And we also have to trust in divine timing. And I know everybody hates hearing that word, divine timing, but we can work with divine timing if we can keep ourselves in a state of balance when it comes to all of the duality that we're up against in these energies. And so how can you embrace abundance in your life in all forms? Because abundance comes in many forms. It comes in knowledge, it comes in love, it comes in finances. Balance and abundance are two in the same. And so when we find harmony in our lives, and when we can create moderation and keep that balance and flow, then we're ready to embrace the abundance that the universe is trying to bring in. And so I do feel the divine feminine this week is really expanding her social efforts, her social circle. There's going to be an opportunity to make a choice this week, I feel, for the divine feminine. But right now we're being called to just find harmony in all aspects of our life, right? Work-life balance, family life balance, and practicing a meditation, and definitely practicing moderation as well. And so creative expression through art is really going to help us stay grounded this week. Creative expression through music and writing is really encouraged. And I do feel the feminine is going to start reaching a broader audience, much more broader than you expected. If you've been putting your creative efforts out there, if you've been sharing your art and your self-expression. And so I do feel there's going to be an opportunity for the Divine Feminine to really embark upon a new investment or a new project. And it might feel risky, but there's no reward without taking that risk, right? And so take the risk. It's going to pay off really well at this time, Divine Feminine. If there's new collaborations, you're being asked to follow those big, big dreams. And be careful not to get sidetracked, right? Do not go pleasure seeking. Do not play into people pleasing this week because I do feel, although there's like this distance between the counterparts, we're kind of immersed in this new energy at the same time. And so Divine Feminine, I feel, is surrounded by a very powerful energy this week, representing spiritual growth, expansion, collaborations, transformation, and change. And so Divine Feminine, you are encouraged to trust your intuition this week, to embrace the unknown, and to follow that inner wisdom. I also feel the energy is suggesting newfound creativity, abundance, and emotional growth for the Divine Feminine. That's all on the horizon for you. And so what might feel like a dark week leading into the solstice, and I once again noticed that 11:11 on the timer. Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities, because I feel the Divine Feminine is entering a period of emotional discovery, spiritual growth. You just really need to be open to any new experiences this week, even if it isn't with the counterpart, or any new collaborative projects with other Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, there is some serious emotional growth and balance that is needed, that I feel is happening this week for you, Divine Masculine. And these energies are reminding you that you are here to be a compassionate and an intuitive leader who does have mastery over their emotions. And so Divine Masculine, there's a need for patience this week. There's a need to practice self-control this week because you are navigating through a lot of life's challenges, is what it feels like. And you're going to need a calm and steady hand. And so Divine Masculine, this energy is encouraging you to approach any situations this week, any challenges this week, with empathy and with understanding, and maintaining calm, maintaining that inner balance. And so twin flames, this is a deep spiritual union between two souls. It is not abusive. It is not karmic, although we do have karma to clear. A true twin flame union is a spiritual union. It is unconditional love. It is a divinely orchestrated connection. And so you've got to trust in the divine. There's a closeness, I feel, in the spiritual realms with the counterparts. I know there's been a lot of interaction in 5D and above, in dream space, in astral travel, in meditation. So how can you balance this relationship, right? Because the angels are encouraging you. The angels are supporting you this week. And so we're kind of reaching the very end of a very long spiritual journey. And this energy is marking the beginning of a new phase. We are going to have one final new moon at the end of this year. It is a new moon in Capricorn. And so this is allowing the twins to kind of bridge and bring together their individual energies to create this potent transformational force within the collective. That's what the twins are here to do. And so there's an alchemy, I feel, going on between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And this alchemy, when it gets grounded in the third dimensional reality, it represents this creative energy, this emotional depth that has the ability to achieve spiritual fulfillment and this higher cosmic consciousness, and then to teach about it, and then to open up the pathway for others to understand the spiritual meaning of these unions. And so we close off the week with the solstice, and so we are at a significant crossroads, is what the solstice is feeling like. And so we are kind of in the symbolized energy of the rebirth of the light, because after the longest day of the year, we've got the promise of renewal, because things will start to look brighter ahead. And so I think we're all being invited this week to embrace the darkness, to embrace our own inner shadow, our own inner darkness, and recognize what old patterns still need to be released, and set that intention for growth, set that intention for union, because the twins are here to transition community connections. We are here to ground in the energy of gratitude and to share about the cyclical nature of life itself within the collective. So let's go further in with the tarot cards and let's see what needs to come through with the cards for the twins for the week ahead. All right, I think we're going to jump in with the past life energy oracle deck. That's what I grabbed to start. And so I just feel there might be some remnants of some past life energy that are creating blocks that the twins are going to have to work through this week. So that's why I was guided to the past life energy oracle deck. And so what are your passions? What are your interests? And then we get education. So we get passions and interests and education. And so we're kind of walking through a doorway of learning and teaching. And we are here to learn and teach at the same time, right? We are all students of life at the same time, teachers of life. And so I feel a Page of Cups energy coming through. And so there's a new opportunity for a new passion to be sparked. So really play into your passions this week. Really stay grounded with your hobbies, your favorite artistic pastimes, because I feel a Queen of Wands energy coming through. I feel a visionary leader coming through. I really do feel the divine feminine on the rise when it comes to teaching and learning this week. So let's get into it. Let's see what needs to come through for the divine masculine collective. We're going to dig into their energy first. What is the main past life energy surrounding the divine masculine? We got a little peeker here. We got Archangel Raziel really working with the divine masculine. Look at that, a 33 card. So the divine masculine is in the Seven of Wands energy, and I do feel they're feeling a little bit guarded. They're probably feeling like they're facing all kinds of challenges on their own. They might feel like they need to defend themselves, but I do feel the masculine is right in the mysteries of opening up the Akashic records, and so there's a lot of remembrance is what it feels like. There's a lot of inspirational energies coming through for the masculine. That 33 card is really, I feel, testing the masculine. I just feel opening up to some newfound wisdom. Karmic board clearing is what I heard. So what energy needs to come through for the divine feminine for the week ahead? What is the past life energy oracle connected to the divine feminine this week? I just feel like he's being handed the torch, the divine masculine, but divine feminine. What is the energy surrounding the divine feminine this week? Oh, that come out pretty loudly. Hey, what is that? We get relationship repeat. And it did fall on the masculine side. And so there's a shift here for the feminine. There's a shift. There's a release of these relationship repeat cycles. And you are getting ready to enjoy the next cycle. So it's a 21 card. And so as you complete these cycles, as you close out the cycles and align to your higher path, it creates the shift. It creates the release of the repetitive cycles. Look at that bottom of the deck. Wealth. And so the twins did come here to create new earth wealth, new earth abundance, and that is your birthright. That is your birthright. It is a 2 card, and so we are at the crossroads when it comes to service. And so the twins are here to bring new value to the collective. There is this energy of finding love in this connection. And so yes, this is your spouse. Yes, this is your lover. Yes, this is your counterpart. And so the twins are here to work together to create new collective wealth. So how can you release self-doubt? How can you release feelings of inadequacy? Because we are on the precipice of a newfound devotion within these connections. And so there is this wounded warrior being birthed this week between both of the counterparts in order for us to ground in new intuitive spiritual practices. And so the twins kind of got a history here. We got a deep past life history here. So let's go further into this energy for the masculine and read into the book a little bit and see what other messages need to come through. And so I just feel The archangels are bringing the masculine all of the wisdom he needs to move forward out of that relationship repeat, out of that karmic cycle. And so the clarity is coming, the understanding is coming, and this will bring a real resolution within these connections. And so I kind of feel there's an ancient mystic being birthed within the divine masculine. He is being called to rise up and to connect with the sacred feminine, with this eternal connection. And so I do feel the masculine is recognizing his past life power and that he truly has what it takes to create change. And so I just feel things are about to shift in a really wonderful way. Divine Feminine will go deeper with the 21 card for you. And so, yeah, it's like this conflict with the masculine, I feel, has been a very difficult pattern for you to break. And I just feel you have the right to not choose your counterpart. You do. You have the right to request a whole new relationship if you would like, because of this very painful encounter with the counterpart. We don't have to keep reliving the painful memories though either, okay, Divine Feminine? Because this connection really was destined to last forever, and whatever karmic relationship had to transpire during this separation, just know that for the rest of this lifetime, there is a possibility of coming back together. But you've also got to learn how to just let go and surrender as well. And so release any dishonoring connections, I feel, is another message for the Divine Feminine, because there is this tender-hearted energy awakening. And I do feel you're going to realize that there's going to be all kinds of new ways to enjoy your time with the counterpart, despite all of the painful memories between the two of you. And so you're not just limited, though, to the twin flame. You are truly open, I feel, to receiving any relationship with somebody that will bring meaning into your life. And so I kind of feel right now you're on the other side of the karmic coin. You're on the other side. And so I feel this really is triggering the difficult memory of the history between you with the counterpart. And so we are on the precipice of working through the doubt, the fear. We're healing these connections. We're bringing value into these connections. And we are getting ready to receive what is divinely destined for us this week. So let's see if there are any other star code astro messages that need to come through for the masculine and the feminine before we jump in with the tarot. And so Pisces energy is very overly sensitive, and we get the expansion. And so we're expanding, right? Massive expansion this week taking place. Okay, one peeked right out. And so the masculine is forming a new alliance here. I feel a King of Swords energy surrounding the masculine. And so he's getting really honest. He's getting very clear. He's cutting through illusions, and he's coming home. That's what it feels like. He's coming home. He's migrating home after a very long journey. Very interesting. And so let's see what needs to come through for the feminine. That came through right away. And so I do feel a recognition of the karmic alliances surrounding the masculine, and he is getting ready to fly the coop. So what needs to come through for the divine feminine side? So the masculine's energy has been jumping out right away. So they might just be rearing to go here, rearing to jump out of their skin or something. And the feminine is feeling very reserved. The energy is just feeling very quiet, very reserved. You don't want to repeat the same cycles is what this feels like. So what is coming through for the divine feminine? Oh, look at you are burying the past. 12th house, you are in a state of deep introspection. Divine feminine, you are in this energy of burying the past. We get the 12th house, we get the trine or the sextile energy, symbiosis, and we get tension. So we got a Queen of Swords energy, I'm feeling, with a Page of Swords. And so there might be a very intense conversation between the counterparts, right? And this is going to clear up some karma is what it feels like. There's going to be some clearing up of some blocked communication, and it might feel like a very challenging energy at first, but it's going to clear the path is what it's feeling like. And so get ready for motion. Get ready for action to be taken. And so there is an opportunity for a brand new beginning. Look, and that one kind of peeked up from the bottom. Saturn is saying we are restructuring these very foundational beliefs. We are clearing this past life karma. And it's kind of go time. It's time to communicate about this new beginning in love. And so these transits really are getting us down to the nitty gritty of what is blocking these unions this week. And so get ready for communication when it comes to a new beginning in love. And so the masculine is sitting in this truth. I feel the masculine is deep within a rebirth, and there's some type of cross-examination going on. And action will be taken this week is what this is feeling like. So let's dig in with a little bit of tarot. Let's see what else needs to come through for the masculine with the tarot. So I just feel like the masculine's kind of in that fetal position, really digesting the truth, right, of this mysterious connection, really trying to find his inspiration to take action. So divine masculine. Still kind of in that dark night of the soul energy, not quite sure if he can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and recognizing his own self-sabotaging behaviors this week. So a lot of Aquarian energy. We're speaking about Venus and Aquarius here, and we did have that Venus and Pluto conjunction last week. And so that really was a moment, I feel, for the divine feminine of detachment. Detaching from an outcome, just detaching completely. And I do feel this is bringing forward a lot of truth. And there's the masculine's walls breaking down. There's that Seven of Wands. And so they could be a Mars in Leo. They could be a Jupiter in Leo. But the walls are breaking down. The truth is coming to light. And I feel the masculine is kind of at that rock bottom. And really, when you hit that rock bottom, there's nowhere else to go but up, right? And so a fated week of the masculine rising from the ashes, rising as that benevolent leader and becoming the true divine masculine this week. And so this is kind of in the fate's hands with the wheel. And so things are moving forward for sure this week. What needs to come through for the divine feminine with the tarot? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I feel the masculine might have recently gone through a fallout. You too could have recently gone through a fallout, but this is a long overdue beginning. Long overdue new beginning. The Seven of Coins reversed, the Four of Swords reversed. It's like it's time to bring yourself back to life, divine feminine. You have stayed stuck long enough. I feel like the closing of a 7-year cycle. We get Taurus, we get Libra energy, and so expanding beyond the stuckness. It's like if you've been sleeping on this truth, it's time to share your truth. But I just feel it's time for you to come out of this healing process. You've healed enough. You're ready to go full steam ahead. And so we are putting an end to these blocks this week. We get the Death card on the bottom of the deck. We get the Eight of Swords below that. And so the bubble's about to burst. There's a breaking free of addictions. And so the Eight of Swords kind of is the energy of the devil in the lower arcana. And so there is like somebody recognizing, I feel, what they need to leave behind, what is no longer serving them, what is keeping them stuck in an old addictive pattern. And that is coming to an end this week. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, but I feel this Jupiter energy is saying no more addictions, no more restrictions, and understanding why we mask through certain addictions to avoid the deep inner healing work. And so somebody is arising as this wounded warrior. And so the blocked communication is getting blasted, and there is a realignment here. And so things are going to be made right. Things are going to be made just, and there is an offer coming from the masculine going towards the divine feminine, who I feel is very single at this time. And so the masculine is coming in with a solid offer, grounded and stable, and saying, hey, I know things weren't right, but I'm going to make them right. is really what this is feeling like. And so we're kind of closing out this process of death, is really the energies coming through. I think we're heading towards an uplifting path. So let's get a couple of twin flame oracle cards and let's see what else the universe has. So the separation, I feel, is coming to a close as the feminine reaches this inner state of wholeness is really what's coming through. And so we got wholeness coming through on the feminine side. And so you are balancing your inner feminine and masculine energies. And as you ground into this wholeness, the separation on the masculine side kind of takes place, right? So the masculine is coming apart. And we are never, ever not connected. We are always truly connected through the heart. And so physical separation really is an illusion. And so the manifestation of these unions is feeling very loud this week. And so the manifestation of all of your desires. The twins are here to co-create. The twins are here as a power couple. And so protect yourself this week. Protect this union. Protect yourself from negative influences, because we are healing some deep-seated inner child wounds this week. And we are in a process of deep transformation for the twins. So let's get one closing card. What is the crystal medicine for the twins this week? What do you got for us, spirits? Divine masculine on the bottom of the deck. Soul retrieval. There it is. The divine masculine is going through a period of soul retrieval. And I do feel he is getting ready to rise, is what that is feeling like. So what is the crystal medicine this week? Reflection. It's a 22 card, and so we are going into the longest day. We're going into winter, the winter solstice, and so there's a lot of reflection going on this winter, and so you might want to work with rhodonite. Reflection, it's a 22 card, so there is a brand new beginning here, maybe the day after the solstice. It's quite possible something happening on the 22nd, the 21st, the 21 card. We've got the rebirth on the 21st. And we've got the reflection on the 22nd. So get ready to be face to face, eye to eye with that mirror soul reflection on the 22nd is what it feels like. So let's read the reflection out of the book. And look at right to it, right to it. So this is a week of deep, deep reflection for both of the counterparts. It's really a time to go within and connect to your inner wisdom. Because there's a lot being offered to both of the counterparts at this time. And so surround yourself with new opportunities for growth and personal life lessons, because everything acts as a mirror for us to gain deeper understanding of ourselves. So I do feel there's an energy here holding the twins up, and we will see in others a reflection of what we see in ourselves. And so how can you shift your negative behaviors to positive ones? I do feel there's a reminder in the energies that if you are pointing the finger at somebody else, there's going to be 3 more pointing straight back at you. So how can you hold this connection in high regard and understand that the reflection of others will offer us an opportunity to heal all of these unloved parts of ourselves and to learn these very powerful life lessons that we came here to learn, so we can set ourselves free once and for all. And so if you feel bound, if you feel stuck, if you've been blaming other people, stop. If you've been putting somebody up on a pedestal, stop. Because nobody is better than you. You are better than nobody else. We all have our own lessons to learn. We all have our own karma to clear. And so whatever is happening for you this week right now in these moments, the answers to whatever it is you're asking lies within your heart. So you might find it helpful to just sit and reflect on this relationship and to see in yourself maybe what the other person is also seeing in you. And so there's a lot of lessons coming up this week. And so right now, follow the signs, because they're all around and they are telling you to connect to this very profound wisdom, because we are in the process of some deep-seated soul healing. New awareness is coming through. New energy is being activated this week. And so Where are you guided to go at this time? Because that is what is going to allow you to fully awaken. And so I'll reflect on the meaningful energies of this connection, because we're kind of getting back down to the origin of this connection this week. And that's what I got, guys. So I really hope this helped. I hope it resonated. If you'd like to book in with me, check it out. There's like a couple spaces left. They might not even be available when this gets posted, but check it out. Check out the membership side. I'll still be posting content throughout the holidays. I'll still be doing the membership. So if you'd like to get in on the membership, every Thursday at noon, I go live. I pull into all 12 zodiac signs. I kind of gave you guys a sample of that in yesterday's video. If you didn't see the all signs video I posted yesterday, I'll tag it to the end of this video. Go check it out. There might be a message in there for you. I hope everybody has a great week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.